What's happening? Gotta rock out a little bit here. Come on. What's going on, everybody? Hump day. Hump day, and I need a refreshing Bud Light seltzer. You can't see through it. It's great. It's like green on the can. Tell you what. Dangerous. Cheers. Yeah. Like right when I was getting everything started, I'm like, you know what sounds good? Yeah. Tell you what, they're dangerous. They're dangerous. Too refreshing on a hot day because it's hot. Hot all over California. It's hot. Hot everywhere. Hot online. A lot of multiverse talk. What's happening, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Who we got out here? What's up, guys? Let's see. Where are we starting here? Oh, we got Jose. I'm sure they could care less. Oh. OnlyFans start the... What? OnlyFans? That's what I saw right there. I was like, OnlyFans? What? What's going on, darling? Hey. You got Paul. How's it going, buddy? How you doing? Let's see. John Crow and Damon Accords. Okay. What's going on, Mr. Fear Jason? Got Mama Film Junkee here. How you doing? Hi, Mom. Mr. Eric Patterson. What's up, sir? We got M Enterprises here. Olakazoo. What's up? There you go. How's it going, bud? No baseball today. I'm like, come on. We got Stephanie. How you doing? Howdy to you, Mr. McKenzie. Thank you, sir, for joining. Mr. Terry. Oh, yeah, I've been feeling better. Yeah. Like I said, it was just like, I'm pretty sure something was just in the sandwich. Something that caused my, and I don't know. I maybe since after COVID stuff, when my body has something where it's weird, it's just my temperature shoots up and it starts going on the defense. And it's usually a day, and it's always Sunday. Weird how it's been Sundays where that happens. What's going on, Legend? How you doing? It was Majors all along. Majors? Who are you talking about? No spoilers. Your mind out of the gutter. What are you talking about? I can't. My mind is in the sewer. All right? It's not even in the gutter. It's always in the sewer. So, you know. Oh, the Yankees and Red Sox are playing. I didn't know that. What? Really? The day after? I thought there was always like a day. What's going on, Snake? How you doing? Day's pretty good. Dave, watching Loki reminds me of why we need DC Multiverse. I mean, we technically do have that. I don't know. That's going to be the main topic of conversation, of course, with this show. As well as, of course, you saw the show topics. I haven't watched the season 3 Titans trailer yet. So I'm going to react to that. And then we're going to be talking about some Spider-Man costume, the golden costume with the Hot Toys reveal that happened today. And then, of course, we'll be talking about some James Gunn, because let's face it, James Gunn, I respect the man for pushing his movie more than Warner Brothers, I guess you could say. It just seems like James Gunn is... really pushing his movie. So we'll be there's another featurette that he talked about today, and then of course there's other things that we'll be talking about too when it comes to his Suicide Squad. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys, your day was good. I mean, I've been up since 5:30 because, well, first off, I had to move my car because they're repaving, or they're putting some slurry seal over the parking lot in my... I don't know what is taking so long. I don't get it, because yesterday I forgot all about it. So then I got a nice little knock on the door from the landlady. She was going around and like telling everybody to move their cars. So, but this time I was like, all right, I'm going to wake up at 5:30 because I got to watch Loki, obviously, because Loki season finale. We weren't sure. It was like season finale or series finale, but it was a season, of course. So I was like, all right, wake up at 5:30 and moved my car and then watched Loki. So it's been a pretty long, it's been a kind of long day, but you know what, it's still good. Like I said, don't forget the Zack Snyder site. Oh yeah, that hot toy. Yeah, we talked about that, Jonathan. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Appreciate it, much appreciated. All donations, of course. Yeah, I talked about it. I think I tweeted that out last week. I think that was tweeted out last week, right? And then, yeah, apparently, yeah, there's going to be all that. And I think Cyborg's even getting like, I don't know, is he getting I don't know if he's getting a Weta workshop now, but I know there was something that was coming up. But yeah. And then I'm going to actually start tracking down more of the McFarlane Zack Snyder's Justice League toys. I mean, I got the Flash one, and apparently Target and Walmart are now having, of course, the other ones. So we'll see what happens with all that. It was boring, too much talking. Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Loki a little bit more too. Yeah, we'll do all that. But yeah, so that was pretty much my day. Not too crazy. It's just hot. It's just hot in California. Of course, hot everywhere. More of heat wave stuff and stuff, but you know, not too bad of a day. Yeah, pretty boring, to be honest. Normal work, and then just looking at everybody talking about the multiverse. That's why I was like, all right, let's have this conversation on today's show when we talk about the multiverse of the DCEU as well as the MCU. So we'll do all that and all that stuff. So make sure you hit that like, thumbs up. Hit that like, smash that like, thumbs up. Do so, and then hit that notification bell. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And then, of course, we got the join button if you want to partake in the members-only vlogs as well as the live streams that I do once a week with you guys, which is always a lot of fun. And then, of course, there's the Patreon if you want to do that as well to really help out the pirate ship. Try to do some early access stuff on there. I'm going to fully confirm with my scheduled guest. And you patrons will know first, of course, and then of course be able to submit some questions. So yeah, if you want to do that, do so. Yeah, I'll let you guys know who the guest is. I have somebody scheduled, but you never know. Sometimes people's schedules get all wonky, and I have the whole month of July like scheduled, which is cool. I had it all scheduled and ready to go. And then even like an added bonus that hopefully will come to fruition pretty soon, which I told you guys about, which I teased. And like I said, you patrons will know first. So do all that. And then, of course, merchandise down below. If you want to check out some of the shirts. And hopefully I'll be I got some more ideas for some other shirts. Might remove some of the other ones, but you know. So far, these ones right there, if you want to get all those, you want to check all those out. These are the latest ones, of course, the Flashpoint shirt and the Green Lantern Corps shirt right there. So there you go. All right, make sure I got that. We're good. All right, cool. All right, let's of course go to the tweets. All right, let's go to these tweets right here and see what happened today. I don't think I tweeted as much as I usually do. So I did tweet this recently right here, but yeah, remember this, guys? Remember when everybody, there was a lot of people making a big stink out of, more people were freaking out and making a big stink that, oh yeah, they were going to say that Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. was going to show up in Black Widow. And I remember when I saw that and everybody was, of course, was like making a big stink out of it. I'm going, okay, you guys got to realize, remember where this fits in the timeline. It's not going to be like new. It's not going to be anything new. It's going to be anything. And apparently, well, according to MCU, the Direct, it was confirmed that in an early draft, they did have some Tony Stark. But yeah, it would have been old footage. It wasn't going to be anything new. But I remember when people were freaking out about that. And I'm going, guys, come on. Let's relax. But apparently, I mean, I'm actually surprised that there was no like footage, no TV footage or anything. I'm actually surprised with all the mentions of other characters and stuff in Black Widow. And then when she was getting grilled about being an Avenger, I'm just actually surprised that there was not like a TV that she saw and there was Tony Stark or something like that. I'm actually very surprised that there wasn't like a little like type cameo thing that was happening. So. And then, hey, we could read the Batman 89 #1 comic book earlier, which may be my most anticipated. Well, that's what Comic Pod said. So we might be, I just saw this and yeah, I don't know if you guys are still excited for Batman 89. I'm still excited for it. Yeah. So he got to read it early and it was, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that too. I mean, we're talking about multiverse, right? We're talking about multiverse. I'm kind of wondering, I mean, obviously, when it comes to the Flash, I mean, obviously, this is building off of Batman Returns. So, you know, it is kind of interesting. Like when we get Michael Keaton, when we get back in touch with Michael Keaton's Batman, it's like, how much backstory are we going to get? You know, that's something we'll talk about too when we get to that moment, of course. Henry Cavill keeps on getting more roles, and he's going to be in the Rosie project. Apparently, it's kind of like a romantic comedy type of role. So yeah, so there you go, another role for our Superman. And then it kind of, you know, man, when is he actually going to get a Superman role, right? Huh? When is that going to happen? Hey, look, Christina Ricci, hotness. Yeah, that's right. Isn't she? Wasn't there like a rumor she was going to end up playing like Morticia in that Wednesday series or whatever the hell? And I just made the joke. It's Wednesday, you know, because it's Wednesday. But yeah, I'm here all week, guys, with the good jokes. Okay, so this is interesting. Talking about all the multiverse talk. We have one of the writers of Ant-Man 3 posting this. I mean, it's not like it's not. I wouldn't look too much into it, but he did post. He did post this image right here of Spider-Man and Venom playing basketball. So, but yeah, I think he's just having a little fun. Of course, a lot of people were like, "What the hell?" But you know, it is pretty interesting. But I didn't realize he also wrote. He's a writer on a couple episodes of Rick and Morty, so that's pretty cool. I mean, that gives you a little bit of hope. Here we got Harley Quinn saying gracias over and over again. If you guys want to, you know, just listen to that over and over again. That she says it pretty sexy like. So that's part of the little featurette too that we will watch later. And then comic book debate with the Faruqi brothers. They had Fluffy on. That's right. They had Gabriel Iglesias on talking about Space Jam. So if you guys haven't checked that out yet, do yourself a favor, do that. So that's a pretty good get for the Faruqi brothers. Really awesome stuff. I'm actually hoping one of these days I'll get all of them on the vodka stream and have a nice little chat with those guys. Meryl Streep, man, she takes her role seriously. I mean, look at that. She turned into a shaggy dog. Maybe that's what they're doing. She's going to be working for Disney now, doing another remake of Shaggy Dog. I don't know, but yeah, she's damn good. Look at that. Just really getting into her role right there. Watch out. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that too later. A little behind the scenes of iRobot. Looks pretty ridiculous, but hey, iRobot, you know what? I liked iRobot. I thought it was a good sci-fi flick. It was a good Will Smith flick. Oh, it was all good. So, but I just thought that was cool. Like, you know, you see the mocap suit and everything. I mean, this was like 18 years ago. Technology has grown so much since then, but it was actually pretty good VFX back then. Really was. And of course, posting my little film junkie shots. And then on this day, 21 years ago, so where the big, huge superhero movies, the boom started, I guess you could say. That's where the boom started when it came to you know, that it started with X-Men, and then of course Spider-Man really just took it to another level. But yeah, 21 years ago, crazy. And then look at this, guys. Yeah, I know. Apparently they're going to be doing, of course, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze, Funko Pops, but I didn't realize that they were actually going to do Super Shredder. They're doing Super Shredder. So you could pre-order Super Shredder right now. I should have provided the link down below. I'll post it later, but yeah. So you could pre-order a Super Shredder. I'm going to look through it, and I'm probably going to get the Super Shredder. I always thought Super Shredder looked awesome. I mean, he was barely in the movie, but, you know, he looked freaking awesome. So, yeah, they're going to do Super Shredder. Crazy. Of course, you can listen to yesterday's show and all the various streaming services for your earballs. And then, well, shit, guys. I mean, come on. Who else was looking forward to this? I wanted to see Carol Baskins. I wanted to see this. Nicolas Cage won't be playing Joe Exotic after Amazon decided not to move forward with their Tiger King project. What the hell? Where are you? Where are you at, Netflix? Come on, we all want to see this. Come on, Netflix. It's your time to swallow this up. We all want to see a Nick Cage Tiger King. Please, let's do this. And today was it was National Nude Day. So, thank God I work at home now because, well, yeah. Anyways. And then we got another shot from Ghostbusters Afterlife right here. Looks like a little behind the scenes. I'm pretty sure this is, I don't know. I mean, maybe this is a shot. It almost looked behind the scenes, but then again, I'm thinking, yeah, maybe that is an actual still. So, yeah, another little still from Ghostbusters Afterlife. When are we going to get another trailer? I don't know. And speaking of multiverse, I mean, this is pretty cool right here. Yeah, just bring in Deadpool. I think I talked about this yesterday. So they're going to bring him in. Why not? So we got all that. Hopefully you check that. It's a pretty cool little thumbnail. I was like, all right, put that right behind there. Blocked off Darkseid. So yeah, the Rick and Morty showrunner talking about that. So cool. And congratulations to Wayne T. Carr, guys. That's right. Mr. Jon Stewart, Zack Snyder's Jon Stewart. His wife gave birth to the little baby right there. So he said, my heart is in my hands. I'm a dad. He's now a new dad. My little baby sends her love and positive vibes to you all. So Isla Monet Carr. Oh, it's Isla. Sorry. So yeah, see, good for Wayne for, sounding it out for people. I thought it was, I pronounce names wrong all the time. It's Isla. So there you go. So congratulations to Mr. Wayne T. Carr for the new baby girl right there. So, all right. So we got that. We got some more shots. This is a pretty cool art right here. Proper shot of Batman 89 variant cover. And it's very much, of course, a Jim Lee homage. So that looks pretty badass right there. It's even got the 89 logo. You guys know I love that. That 3-spiked logo. You guys know. And then, of course, posted my stuff. That's pretty much it. All right. Let's get to some of the topics here. Let's get to the main topic. The multiverses. That's right. All right. So now that we have Loki season 1 is over with now. And, I won't go too into it just in case some of you guys haven't seen it. I won't try to get too spoilery with it, but I mean, if you're online or anything like that, of course, you're gonna come across a lot of images, because let's face it, nobody's gonna hold back. But that's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna wake up, move my car, watch Loki, and then I'll check my Twitter. I didn't check my Twitter until I was done watching Loki, which is what everybody should do. Everybody should do that. I get it that some people suck and they post things like right away, and I hate that. It's like, hey, wait a little bit, But at the same time, I'm like, all right, especially if it's a TV show, I'm just saying, ignore social media until you actually watch that final episode, because you want to get spoiled. And yes, it definitely does kick open the door for the multiverse. It was already doing it, obviously, that's pretty much the theme of the show. Of course, it's, the variants and, it's very much, it was very much opening the doors, kicking open the door. I just kind of found it funny, too, that a lot of people were thinking like, oh, the multiverse has started, guys. It started. And I'm like, shut up. It has not started today. Let's not forget the Academy Award winning movie, Spider-Man Into the Spideyverse. Essentially, if you want to say like, when we first started talking about multiverse talk, that movie was all about the multiverse when it came to what's happening right now. And then, of course, you could even look at, well, it sucks because just think about it, guys. If Warner Brothers got their shit together, if they knew what the fuck they were doing, DC would have been a little more ahead of the curve than they are now. Because what was mentioned in Zack Snyder's Justice League by Darkseid? He mentions the multiverse. I know we all got excited when we heard that. You did, I did, we all did. When we heard Darkseid talking about the multiverse. Was it Darkseid or was it Assad? Or was it both? Now I'm like, wait a minute. It was Darkseid, right? Yeah. But did Assad say it too? Now I'm like, wait a minute. Well, now my brain's going, huh? Second guessing. That's what I do a lot. So I'm just saying, guys. It was Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf said it, not Darkseid. It was Steppenwolf? God, see, I'm getting all my stuff mixed up. Jeez, was it Steppenwolf? Or was it Darkseid? See, now I'm like wondering. I'm like, wait a minute, why am I drawing up? It was Steppenwolf. Okay, so got more people talking about, okay, so it was Steppenwolf. Why did I think it was Darkseid? I don't know. I wish it was Darkseid. Maybe that's what it was. So that's why I started second guessing myself. I was like, wait a minute, it wasn't Darkseid. Then I thought maybe it was the side. No, it was Steppenwolf. I know, I'm such a fake fan. Jeez. Anyways, so obviously it was mentioned in Zack Snyder's Justice League, and then when it came to the Flash movie, obviously they were always going to like toy with it a little bit. So it's just kind of sucks that it's like, come on, Warner Brothers, you could have had more of a leg up when it came to the whole multiverse thing, because it's going to be mentioned a lot now. Marvel is just the next, I don't know how many projects. You got Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, and the Multiverse of Madness. And then first we got Spider-Man. It's all going to be dealing with this multiverse concept. So, I mean, obviously, of course, we got the Flash that's going to be coming out, and they're going to be dealing with that too. But it just sucks. It just sucks that, they could have had a leg up on it, because if they just stuck with the plan, they could have just already, been like well into it when it came to the DC universe. But, it's been mentioned many times. I mean, obviously we had last year or 2019 and whenever, I don't even remember last year. I don't think a lot of us do. But, when it came to Crisis on Infinite Earths, obviously that toyed with the multiverse also. But it's just kind of funny. Like I saw Marvel fans going like multiverse, like, hey, the first, they made it sound like it was like, hey, it's the first, this is where it all starts and everything like that when it comes to the universes, DC and Marvel. I'm like, no, it wasn't. And then I saw DC fans like complaining, like, oh, wow, well, DC could have beat them to the whole and it's like, well, we had Crisis on Infinite Earths. That dealt with the multiverse big time. We had that. And then it even brought in Ezra Miller, of course. And that really kicked open the doors when it came to this whole multiverse thing. And but now, yes, of course, when it comes to Loki and the end of Loki, I mean, we all know that Kang the Conqueror was going to show up. And he does show up. And, when it comes to the end, the little cliffhanger at the end, I mean, obviously it's going to be showing that, the multiverse is very much just open. All doors are open. Everything is branching off. And then we got What If that's going to be happening in August, which I'm looking forward to. Looks awesome, but man. So yeah, exactly, Joe, Mr. Joe Star. I mean, that's pretty much, so that's why we can't just say like, hey, the multiverse stuff didn't just start today. I mean, Spideyverse, that really dealt with it. And then of course, hopefully that, like I said, like I've always been saying, I hope they really just lean into your Spideyverse. Please lean into it. I mean, of course, we're still waiting on, it's going to be interesting to see, because now that we've wrapped up Loki and we see what happens at the end of that, now, I mean, I guess the first movie is going to be Spider-Man No Way Home, and that's going to have, of course, Doctor Strange in it, and that's where it's going to, that's where it's going to basically continue with the whole, with the whole multiverse concept, and stuff's going to, crazy is going to happen there, of course, because obviously we know that there's going to be villains from other, I mean, I guess you could say that now that after watching Loki, we can say that Toby and Andrew's versions of Spider-Man, they're variants, I guess. I don't know. Can we just call them variants now? If we're going to go by the concept of what was happening in Loki and the fact that there was different Lokis that didn't look like Tom Hiddleston, which I'm glad for, because I was always, when it comes to the multiverse concept, it's like, does the character have to look similar in all different iterations? You'd think no. And sure enough, I was actually glad that there was like all these different variants of like Lokis and whatnot. And not everyone looked the same. People look different. And I'm like, yeah, that works. That's how because not everything, in every timeline, in every little universe, the multiple universes, it's all not going to just line up exactly the same when it comes to the creation of some person. So yeah. Yeah, people are idiots. Yeah, they are. So, but it happens. That's more. So time travel. El Taco. What? And we got Mr. Ryan here. I hope they just don't make Toby and Andrew stupid. I hope not either. Hopefully they're very much like how their characters are. I want to see like a veteran type, a veteran weathered down Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, because he's been doing it for a while or something like that. I would love to see that kind of weathered down version. So if they mention the multiverse, and they probably mentioned the I think they mentioned the multiverse possibly in Ant-Man now, or maybe it was Endgame. I don't know. There's been many mentions of it, but you know how people are. It's always like what's happening right now, and they always forget what happened in the past with certain things, and it's like, yeah. But at the same time, it's when we're dealing with it. I think somebody brought this up. I don't know. It's all on my timeline. Should both DC and should DC, since they're, I don't know. I mean, I guess there's no other way to call it something else. I mean, it's just multiverse, and everybody knows exactly what we're talking about there. But it's like, you should one of them call it something different? I mean, obviously Marvel is like pretty much going full force with it. Should DC call it something else? Probably not. I mean, I think multiverse is just the way it's going to go. And please, Lord, don't CGI their perfect suits. I know. I don't think that's going to happen. I think one time when I think Toby showed up, and it was believed that he was showing up to a costume fitting. So, it shouldn't be that. I mean, I know they do that. They're going to be doing that with Tom Holland yet again. And that's just the way it is. Just the way it is. I mean, sadly, it sucks because I remember, I think on Civil War, they had his mocap suit, but it was also like an actual Spidey suit. And it had like the 3D webbing on the suit. And I'm like, that looks pretty good. What about that? I mean, I don't mind the suit that you guys made, but that looks pretty good. And then, going back to Toby's suit, great. I think the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit was probably my favorite out of the Andrew Garfield suits. I know a lot of people love the original, but for some reason, I'm not too fond of the reflective small lenses. I like the big eyes that they put on the suit in Amazing Spider-Man 2. For some reason, I don't know. That just worked better for me. I didn't mind the Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit, but at the same time, I was like, I don't know. I like the bigger white eyes. That's what I was digging more. Thank you again, Mr. Ryan, for the super chat. Or actually, don't change their suits. Keep their versions because both Toby and Andrews are great suits with new Tom suit. So bad, right? But Tom's going to be wearing like 3 different suits, it seems. It's going to be interesting. And then we're going to, of course, go over, that gold and that gold and black suit definitely look interesting. But yeah, Toby is going to have the same suit, Raimi. Hopefully he does have the Raimi suit in there still. So they still can make a good DC multiverse films. Just call it multiverse. Don't care about copying. Yeah, no. I mean, you can't and nobody's going to be copying anybody because multiverse, I mean, that's an actual scientific topic. I mean, scientists talk about the multiverse concept, the theories and shit like that. So it's not copying. It's not like you can't copyright like that name. I was just kind of wondering, like, should DC call it something different, or I don't know. But I think I was somebody mentioned that, and I was like, I kind of thought about it on my timeline where I was like, should they or should they not? I don't know. It's all I don't know. It's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. But it just kind of sucks that, here we are. Now we got MCU just totally just kicked open the door. Now it's like, all right, now they're going to lead into Spider-Man and then, of course, Doctor Strange. It's like, how many characters are going to be brought in? And obviously yesterday we saw Deadpool kind of officially make his way into the MCU, but doing that reaction to Free Guy with Korg, which perfect marketing, obviously. But at the same time, it's like, where's he going to fit in first? Where's he going to pop up? Obviously, it's probably going to be a nice surprise. And keep it under wraps as much as possible there, Feige. But wonder, and then you got to wonder when the mutants are going to be coming in. I mean, I guess that's just going to be that's going to be like a different multiverse. Going to have mutants. Things are going to happen. I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but let's just hope no dick jokes. So, I think Taka should direct Deadpool 3. You think that would be probably more proper? That'd probably be. I mean, that's probably being talked about. I would not be surprised if Taika Waititi would. He's probably going to end up directing Deadpool 3. I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up happening. I mean, obviously, Ryan and him have worked together many, they worked together in Green Lantern. He was his, Taco was his buddy in Green Lantern. That's crazy. So who knows what's going to happen with that? I wouldn't be surprised. And you know what? I wouldn't hate it because yes, you could be crazy and absolutely ridiculous when it comes to Deadpool. I'm not digging what he's doing with Thor, but I think it would actually work more with Deadpool. So yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Deadpool 3 with Ragnarok comedy. You don't think? I think though. But I think if you have Ryan Reynolds, if Ryan Reynolds was, because it's Ryan Reynolds' character, I think it could be okay. And like I said, when it comes to Taka, I liked Jojo Rabbit. That was a pretty damn good movie, to be honest. Ryan, let's see. Thank you, sir, for the super chat again. The new hot toy for Spider-Man with the black and gold came out, and I guess yes, we'll be talking about that. That's the next topic there. So I don't know, but I'm just saying, and then also too. You have the Thor, of course, had the restraint of PG-13. Let's we're still having our fingers crossed that Deadpool 3 will definitely be rated R still. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, when he doesn't have limits, yeah. So I'm kind of wondering, would he be a good bet? But anyways, back to the whole multiverse thing. So then we got the Flash, of course, which we've talked a lot about. And we're kind of wondering what's going on with that. And of course, we talked about Ben Affleck yesterday, and turns out maybe he wasn't going to head out on a jet plane and seeing what's going on with all that. But what I'm curious about is, okay, well, first off, so now we have Loki. We see how that handled the multiverse and how it kind of opened the door for multiverse. We saw the branches and stuff. So now the next thing we're going to have is Spider-Man. How is that going to come into play when it comes to, opening the multiverse further, where essentially, it's definitely not going to be, Kingpin, with some kind of big, huge device that's just going to open up doors and stuff like that, like what happened in the Spideyverse. Not going to be that. It's most likely going to be something with Doctor Strange, of course. I don't know if it's going to, what's going to be mentioned in the Spider-Man trailer. Probably going to be something that's going to be mentioned in the Spider-Man trailer that opens up that door. And then he kind of makes you wonder too, who's going to end up showing up, because it's actually been reported that, yes, Tom Hiddleston is going to be showing up in Doctor Strange, I believe. So bet $20 Ben makes a cameo. That'd be pretty interesting, because I'm kind of wondering how far they're going to take it. I wouldn't be surprised. It'd be crazy if they took, it'd be absolutely insane if they took concepts rumored castings of characters in the past, your Tom Cruise at one point was wanted for Tony Stark, or, it's just stuff like that. It's how crazy would they go when it comes to well-known actors that were once up for the role of some of these characters? I'm wondering if they're going to go that far, and I wouldn't be surprised I would not be surprised if they do. That's what I'm thinking. I'm wouldn't that be crazy if, what if Tom Cruise showed up? Obviously he could do, everything, the crazy stuff that's going to happen with the What If series. I'm curious about that, of course. But I'm just saying, what if Tom Cruise showed up as Tony Stark in a part of the multiverse? I think that's why some of us were kind of hoping, and there was rumors out there too about Nick Cage coming in the Flash movie as his version of Superman. That never came to be. I think that's a little too much. I was I don't know if I really want that, but at the same time, I'm kind of going, it would be interesting. Would it be cringy? Would it be stupid? I don't know. We're kind of in a Nick Cage assance right now. He's got that new movie coming out, Pig, right? Or something. It looks pretty damn good. I don't know. He's been doing a lot of these crazy movies, and they've been pretty damn entertaining. So I'm just kind of wondering, what if they did do that? I don't know. Do I know something? No, I don't. What are you talking about? I don't know shit. What are you talking about? I pretend like I know things. But I don't know. It's just, there's going to be so many characters that are going to be, I really hope when it comes to the DCEU Multiverse. That's right. I'm still calling it the DCEU. I don't care what anybody says. Still calling it the DCEU because it's still the DC Extended Universe. I'm hoping Michelle Pfeiffer, something is going on. I'm wondering if she's going to be showing up. Obviously, we got a little tease of that when it came to Crisis on Infinite Earths, when you saw that newspaper of Michael Keaton's Batman and said Bill Bruce, almost said Bill, Bruce Wayne, to wed Selina Kyle, and it was like, interesting. So I wonder what's going to happen with that. Are they going to be divorced? Is she no longer going to be around? That's what that's my curiosity about that is fingers crossed that Michelle Pfeiffer actually makes me, yeah. So, but they might be divorced now, Ryan. That's the thing. I mean, when we saw that newspaper, it was that the picture of Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne was a younger version. It was pretty much Batman 89 or 92 version of Michael Keaton. So it's going to be interesting to know, are they still together? Is she still around? Did she die? Did she pass away? That's what's going to be interesting. So that's pretty naive. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens with all that. Carla, I know. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, Carla's Ben's. Carla would be Ben's. Carla Gugino would be Ben's Selina Kyle, and I want to see that so badly. I got to watch her new series, or that series apparently is on HBO Max now. That Jet series that she's a part of, where apparently she's it's National Nude Day. She's nude in that a lot. I've seen some clips. I saw a very nice one where she's literally just walking in high heels, bare to her butt, and it's nice. It's very nice. So, I mean, I'm just telling you, I mean, when is it going to get to the point where we have these CBMs where there's going to be, some hot and heavy scenes like that? I mean, we've seen stuff like that in the comic books. Is it ever going to make its way into the movies where we get a hot and heavy, shark scene? Is that ever going to happen? Oof. She's in Gunpowder Milkshake too. Yes. And I plan on watching that tomorrow because I'm not going to the movies. Isn't Space Jam come out this week, or is that next week? I don't even know. I don't even care. But I'm going to watch that tomorrow too. Gunpowder Milkshake. Definitely going to watch that tomorrow. So, but yeah, anyways, when it comes to the multiverse, yeah, I mean, that'd be sweet if we could get some Carla Gugino as Ben's. I just, and it's still very much up in the air of how much Ben is going to be in the Flash movie. Hopefully, like I said, I mean, he's definitely going to be giving Barry his new suit. That's pretty much a given. That was always the idea. And that's why, when we talk about what Zack Snyder was trying to pave the way for other directors, they always had the concept of the costume that Barry Allen is wearing, of course, in Justice League is something he made himself because he's a smart dude, and it's all held together. You got string and all this kind of stuff. But that Bruce was going to be like, well, come on, I can build you a new suit. I know people and stuff like that. So we're going to see the new suit, which it's going to be interesting when they finally reveal that. I'm pretty curious to see what the new suit looks like. It's going to be probably sexy as hell for sure, but we'll see. So we know that, but it's just, it's like, just fingers so crossed, fingers, toes, eyes, balls, everything crossed, that we actually get him in the costume and have him fight with Michael, alongside Michael Keaton, not fight Michael Keaton's Batman, alongside, back to back. That's what we want to see, but I'm not going to get my hopes up. But yeah, so when it comes to Marvel, like I said, it's going to be interesting. I mean, I'm sure the first trailer of Spider-Man is probably going to have to touch bases with that a little bit. I don't know exactly, but it's going to have to touch bases with that a little bit. We know that Doctor Strange is going to be a part of it. It's going to have to do with Doctor Strange a little bit. I don't know, but oh man. And then what's happening with Into the Spider-Verse, man, there's just so many things that can be like so up in the air, because obviously Into the Spider-Verse was so great, and it And that's when I would say that Marvel really kicked the door open when it came to the multiverse. But it wasn't really attached to anything. I think that's why people don't really consider that, which sucks, because it's so fantastic. But I think the reason why that people don't really associate the multiverse like being like going crazy is because Into the Spideyverse wasn't really attached to anything else. But hoping that it is canon, and then they can bring in a live action Miles Morales and bring in that whole world, and could be do something too. Tyrone Magnus tweet is funny. TikTok with Dom. Nice. You hate when balls get crossed? Yeah, me too. It hurts. Kind of hurts a little bit, doesn't it? But no, it should be all good though. But I'm hey, being a nerd and all this stuff, I look at everything going, hey, bring it. Is it all gonna work? No. But at the same time, it's kind of funny too, because, obviously I thought Loki was fucking solid. It was great. It was fantastic. I thought, they weren't, they should have allowed Owen Wilson to go, wow, come on. Wow. Multiverse. Wow. And they could have had him do that, but it's fine that they didn't. But, when it came to the whole Kang reveal, which, we all knew was coming. I wouldn't even consider that spoilery, but it was revealed in an interesting way, in a very expositional way. I mean, talk about like, that's, it didn't really bother me, but I mean, when you finally meet the character, I mean, he does have a lot to say about what is happening and where everything's going to be going. But, I guess they needed that. So, but yeah, it's a pretty good, it's a pretty good expositional dump, if you want to call it like that. So it is pretty interesting. But Martin Loki was a good team. Yeah, was good. But it's just going to be interesting how like concepts are going to be taken moving forward now, because is Ant-Man? When is Ant-Man shooting? Even though I'm not even. I mean, I think now that we know that Kang's going to be a part of that, and it's got set up here, I'm kind of curious. Now more curious about Ant-Man 3, because I hated Ant-Man and the Wasp. I didn't hate it. I just didn't like that. I mean, it's low on the fucking list. It's down there with Thor Ragnarok. I mean, maybe even Dark World. I don't know. I just didn't really like it. I felt like they just made Paul Rudd look like a fucking moron. They were trying to lift up the Wasp while making Ant-Man a dummy, even though he's not a dummy. He's really smart. What's going on? Okay, thank you again, Ryan. If Miles happens, it's got to be from Tom's universe. Yes, since they already established. Yes. No, I actually agree with that. But, but then at the same time, I agree with that. And then they had what's his name? Donald. What's his name? Donald. Yeah, totally drawing a blank, but he was playing his uncle, right? Is that who you're talking about? Aaron Davis. Yeah, right. That's what we're talking about, right? What's going on, Sco? How you doing? I think Kang will be in a lot. Falcon and Winter Soldier has been okay. Yeah, I think I don't know where Glover. There you go. I couldn't think of his name. Yeah, Donald Glover's character, right? They already established his character, Trump. Shut up, Ryan. It's funny stuff. Yeah, can you imagine? That's right. We're going to open the multiverse, guys. Let's do it. All right, let's do it. Let's get everybody in here. Let's have some fun. No, but I think Kang will be in a lot of movies. Yeah, I think Kang's got to be the next big baddie, right? Now, that's got to be the next Thanos. I'm thinking that Kang's definitely going to be the next Thanos. They had a nice little introduction. You kind of got his backstory in Loki. And then you got like where it could go. And, so I'm just thinking that Kang is going to be like the next big baddie that the Avengers are going to have to deal with and stuff like that. So it's going to be crazy. Yeah, he was still, I know, right? So I know that's where I was like, I agree with it should be from Tom's universe. But at the same time, I'm going, but it would be kind of cool if they did have the Miles Morales that wasn't Into the Spider-Verse. I don't know. This was Kang's. Everyone in the MCU gets an origin. Yeah, pretty much. You're right there, Philip. And that's pretty good. So we'll see. I think he's going to definitely be the next He's definitely going to be the next big baddie that the Avengers are going to have to do. But yeah, multiverse guys, hey, let's just take it all in. Just take it all in. Yes, sadly, Warner Brothers had some missteps, and they could have already been at this point. What can you do? But let's not think that the whole multiverse thing is like, hey, it just started today. Because I saw a lot of people making it seem like it started today. It's like, no, it's already been set in motion with Sony's Spideyverse, and then of course the DCEU, it was already mentioned in there, and then of course the CW shows already like tackled the concepts and stuff like that. So it's just but there's no competition. There shouldn't be any competition really when it comes to that. How when it comes to Feige and Marvel Studios, hey, they take their time, they build it up. And that's part of the Marvel formula that's been working for them. So that's good. So bring on all the multiverses. All right, guys. Titans Season 3 trailer. I have not watched it yet. I'm going to watch it with you guys and react with you guys. I saw it show up. On the channel. I actually, let's see. Let me see here. Before we get into the trailer, let me know in the chat or in the comments how you felt about the trailer, because let's see, Titans Season 3. Okay, well, let's look at this one first, I guess you could say, because you know what, I'm not really digging this poster. What's going on here? Riverdale Titans, what the hell? I'm not really digging this poster right here. It looks, they just kind of took everybody's little promos and bunched them together. Why is Red Hood doing like the infamous like Black Widow show let me show my butt and I'll look back kind of thing? Why is he doing that? I don't know. I'm not digging this poster too much, but what can you do? And we got Barbara right here, of course, the Oracle Barbara. I guess they're going with the because the actress actually has a missing leg, right? Are they going with that concept? It's not going that she's in a wheelchair. She's not in a wheelchair because she got shot by the Joker. I don't know. I know there was other posters too. Let me see. Posters. Let me type in posters. Wasn't there other posters too? I think I saw on my timeline that were not that great either. Oh yeah, here we go. See, they really did not do good with these posters. I'm just saying. Not a fan with the posters. See, what are they doing with Jason? It's like, hey, you're gonna be that, positioned where, let's show your butt. You're gonna be doing that, we're gonna do that with you now. I don't know. Barbara looks different here. And then of course we got Tim Drake right there. It's just these posters are really not that good. We're getting, I don't know. I'm just not really digging. See, she's doing the hey, here's my butt post right here, but I don't know, man. I am not really digging these posters. I'm glad to see Donna back. Oh, Donna. Oh, why couldn't she be doing the butt pose? But I don't know. They're all right, I guess, but I don't know. Just wasn't really digging the posters too much. Hey, you made it, Eric. Welcome. You'll find out once you watch the trailer where her role. Okay, yeah, we'll watch the trailer, right? Meow. All right, let's go ahead and react to this. Been looking forward to it, but I thought, you know what? I'll save it for the show. I was a little busy today, so here we go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and react to it. Let's see. Let me adjust this. I'll do it like this, like I do with my normal React videos. Make it full screen. All right, here we go, guys.
I was out here all alone once. Bruce made me go out into the forest by myself for the first time.
Okay.
I had no idea what was out there.
Getting chased by a dog?
He was just a boy. Those were the lessons that he taught you.
Wow.
Bruce was a psychopath, using fear to control everyone.
Well,
you need to make sure that this doesn't happen to someone else.
Part of his character. Saw this shot. It's looking really dark, and then of course, bam, getting his ass crowbarred.
Dead tonight.
Just him. So is that a
It's
dream?
over for me. Be a better Batman.
Barbara?
Oh, there she is.
Welcome back to Gotham, Vic.
Batman's gone. Gotham. It's mine now.
We're investigating this new Red Hood case.
Bruce, he said, be a better Batman. The Titans got this.
You know how crazy that is, right? Trying to step
There.
into your father's shoes.
I do, Commissioner Gordon.
Touche.
The whole world is turned upside down.
I think I'm losing my mind.
Oh, wow.
You're gonna
It's
tell.
going pretty dark.
I'm gonna hawk. We need to stop him.
For cases like these, we've been using a consultant. Scarecrow.
Consultant.
Dr. Crane?
There he is.
Dick Grayson. Red Hood is a biblical brother. The king moves stealthily in the shadows while the pawns are sent to the teeth of destruction.
It's just his opening moment.
Cool.
Where I come from? You come after family?
Family.
We show no mercy.
Okay. Okay. Digging it. Digging it. Digging it. Okay. Not too shabby. Hopefully, yes. You know, I mean, we're kind of damaged goods when it comes to Titans, though, obviously, because let's face it, sometimes, you know, the other two seasons didn't really stick that landing when it came to the finale. So I know, where's Vin Diesel? They're talking about family. Always talking about family. All this stuff talking about family. What did I watch recently that talked a lot about family? Oh yeah, Black Widow. I mean, everything talks about family. Man, that's gonna be like the word of the year. Family. Fucking family. But no, that looks good. It just makes you wonder though, because we're dealing with Crane, we're dealing with Scarecrow. And even though it's like it's going to be like a Hannibal Lecter type thing where it's like he's behind bars, so hey, let's talk to him and blah blah blah. But you know, he's probably going to escape. And then when you see Bruce showing up with like a crowbar looking bloody, it's like, is that a dream sequence or not? Remember like how they were trying when they injected Batman into the season finale of season 1, and it was like Batman versus Robin. Who's going to walk out? Who's going to walk away from that fight? And it was like, fuck you. We know it's a dream. And sure enough, it was a dream. Thanks. I think everybody was like, there's no way that that's real. And sure enough, it wasn't. I try to be all clever and stuff like that, but it didn't work. It didn't work. It was all dream sequence. So I guess we'll see. Hallucination. I don't know. But trailer looks good. Looks dark. You know, I'll be watching it. I'll be reviewing it as always because I seek your approval. All right. Spider-Man No Way Home Hot Toys. Okay. So going back to Spider-Man. Let's see. Got the Hot Toys right there. We got it right here. So we got the golden suit, which, you know, when it came to the Funko Pop, I was like, that looks pretty good. So here we go right here. Now, it looks interesting. Like I was wondering, is it going to be some kind of Wakandan technology? Oops, let me do this. Go back to that. There we go. All right. So there's good old Tommy Holland right there. So we got the maskless, and doesn't look as golden as we thought. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like as much as I was excited for it when the first round of toys came out, like the McFarlane ones and stuff, like it looked pretty good. But at this time, I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't know. It's looking pretty interesting. And then of course he's gonna have those Doctor Strange type powers as part of it. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what he's going on right there. So yeah, it's got that wrapped around there. The red that's the red that's incorporated with it. I'm not really digging too much. I mean, I'm sure it's going to look a lot better when we actually see it, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know. It looks all right, I guess, you know. So there was something else. Oh yeah, here it is right here. Okay, so it's the multiverse of madness. What the hell? Yeah, so Tom Hiddleston's Loki is going to show up in Doctor Strange too. But yeah, so I don't know. What do you guys think about the what do you guys think about the gold suit? I mean, it's just funny how we keep getting all these like little costume reveals and stuff and whatnot when it, you know, through toys, not through an actual promo or anything like that. It's weird. Gotta have tech. Yeah, it's like tech and magic. So who made the suit? First off, is there, or does something happen with whatever Doctor Strange does? He does some kind of crazy spell or whatever the hell, and it just kind of transforms it into that. But at the same time, I was always wondering, like, to me, it's, you know, it's got some Black Panther vibes. So I was thinking it was kind of like Wakandan-esque technology that was added to the suit, to his suit that he was currently having. But, you know, but maybe not. Maybe there's not going to be anything like that. Who knows? But at the same time, I'm going, okay, so Doctor Strange does something that maybe transform the suit, or I don't know. Yeah. But at the same time, I'm kind of going, yeah, as much as I was like looking forward to that, with that toy, I was like, oh man, it doesn't pop. It doesn't pop nearly as much as I thought it did. Maybe with the promo art and the pop and stuff like that. I don't know. It just didn't pop as much. If he's not Iron Boy, he's going to be Doctor Strange Jr. I know. And I hate that. I hate the fact that it's like, all right, can we have Peter be his own dude? Maybe after this one, he will be. Okay. Maybe after this one, I can understand if they take the concept of, well, Peter, he's still having trouble letting go. Sure. I can totally understand that. Still has little problems letting go of having a mentor, and he's still not sure of himself. That's perfectly fine. But like, really, this one should send him off. And then, I mean, personally, if he's going to have a mentor, it'd be kind of cool if it was Andrew and Toby. I mean, let's face it, those guys more being the mentor type, that'd be pretty damn cool, to be honest. But who knows how long, who knows how much they're going to be in the movie as well. Could be short, could be one scene. I don't know. Who knows how long they're going to be in it. I don't think they're just going to flat out do like a whole ripoff of Into the Spideyverse when it comes to those guys. But who knows? Who really knows? But yeah, so when it comes to the hot toy, the gold and black suit, it's decent, but it's just, I don't know. For some reason, that first round, it just really popped a lot more. It looked gorgeous. I don't hate it, but I'm curious about it. And I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens with that. But let me know your thoughts. Definitely let me know your thoughts. And then last but certainly not least, James Gunn on why no Joker and more the Suicide Squad featurettes. That's right. So let's first talk about why the Joker is not in the Suicide Squad. Why did he not task that? And pretty much he was talking to the New York Times about it, and they asked him why do you not have Jared Leto's Joker in there? And he said, Joker, no. I don't know why Joker would be in the Suicide Squad. He wouldn't be helpful in that type of war situation. That makes sense. I to be honest, I mean, the only reason why you would have Joker in the Suicide Squad is because of his association and his attachment to Harley Quinn. See, it made more sense. I mean, obviously, when it came to the first one, it was absolutely fantastic, and we have yet to see his full performance, of course, which we want to see. Release that damn Ayer cut. But I could see him not being in this situation. He doesn't really need to, unless it was like some kind of cameo kind of thing or whatever the hell, or you're like surprise, just a random thing. But he doesn't need to be involved in this. When things are happening with this, with Starro and everything like that, you don't need him. You don't need him. Oh yeah, and then yeah, you know what, Mattia, you actually it's full potential. There you go. I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot when James Gunn actually threw some shade at Jared Leto. Yeah, I totally didn't even think about that. You're actually right. I mean, even if they, if Warner Brothers wanted, because obviously when it came to Zack Snyder's Justice League and when it was announced that Jared Leto was going to be part of the additional photography, that was like one of the most like hyped things when it came to, the Snyder Cut being released. It was one of the most hyped things. So you kind of almost got, well, yeah, maybe they should. But yeah, I did not think about how he did kind of throw some shade over at Leto. So yeah, did not think about that. But it just doesn't, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to be in this movie. And I totally understand that whole thing. So, And then the featurette right here. I don't think we'll go like too crazy with it, but let's see. There was that. There was two of them. There was like an IMAX one. I mean, pretty much. There was an IMAX version of this. Boop, boop. So there was an IMAX that was kind of showing like an IMAX featurette that was showing some more new footage. You know, with some music, stuff like that. Huge.
He does throw polka dots at people.
Being able
That's why
to
he's called
create
Polka Dot
Suicide
Man.
Squad in 4 IMAX specifically.
How did James
to
Gunn get
shoot
so
it in that
freaking
aspect
gray
ratio.
throughout there? I mean, was he that nervous
It's a
about the
great
pandemic
balance
that he
of those
just
moments of poignancy and heart and humor
and humor? Of course.
and badassery.
It'll be interesting to see their dynamic right there. And of course, we got Margot Robbie. God, she really pulls off that hairstyle very well.
Definitely worth doing a good sound and big screen.
Yeah, I mean, they're just selling, of course, seeing it in IMAX, which, yeah, it's a movie you definitely want to see. Then there's this featurette right here that he also released.
Has boundless imagination.
That shows like pretty much the entire cast and everything.
Master of what?
And they're just pretty much
He
giving
is in
praise
his element
to
in
James
this
Gunn,
genre.
which I know a lot of people hate that, but hey, what can you do?
James
More
is
footage,
such a
though.
Visionary director.
It's such a new take on an established franchise.
Let's get it.
The movie's gigantic. I mean, it really is the biggest movie I've ever made, and I wanted to do most of
Yeah,
it
no
practical,
Superman
and we
ICU.
did.
Nobody wants to see that, right?
Stepping
What's going on,
into
Nicotina?
That's crazy. James is really a genius.
He's really good at creating an atmosphere where things come to life.
Well, it helps that he has some good
He took
cameras
the
too.
camera and the actors to a place where the audience would be like, "This is really happening." It's that visceral.
You're hearing the explosions, you're smelling the gunpowder.
I like his shirt.
Ups the ante.
Well, leaving your arms behind.
See, that scene I'm looking forward to. When it comes to her,
Okay, great.
James.
this scene looks damn good.
Like a bloodbath to start the day, and surreal environments.
We shot in Panama.
Everywhere you looked was incredible.
It's brightly colorful and beautiful.
I remember thinking it was just going to look wicked on screen.
Wicked. Just gonna.
Gracias.
There she is saying gracias.
This is the man who makes films.
I mean, I don't know about you.
Blow
That's
people's
just
minds
she
when
said it
comes
pretty
to
hot.
visual spectacle, but then it's all grounded in
I don't know.
character development, sprinkled with humor.
He does throw polka dots at people.
Yes, he does. All right, we don't have to watch the whole thing, but yeah. So yeah, more stuff like that. And then what I also wanted to talk about, guys, was he did talk about. I guess he got asked about the major differences between. I mean, going back to where we got a director here that's worked with both Marvel and DC, and he did mention how when it comes to Gunn agreed that there are some major differences when it comes to between Disney and Warner Brothers owned studios. Yet he said there aren't as many operational distinctions as people probably think. And that's what he said right here. He said yes, but not as many as people think. There's no doubt Kevin Feige is way more involved with the editing than people are at Warner Brothers. Yeah, unless you're named Zack Snyder. And then describing Feige's process, he gives more notes. You don't have to take them, and I don't always take them. And however, Gunn did stipulate that this first time working with Feige was also his first time making something so gigantic. Then again, I had more problems. If you saw the first cut of Guardians 1, it had more problems because that was my first time making something so gigantic. And there's some leaning to what works and what doesn't, carving away the excess stuff. Gunn also said that as time goes on, the franchise grows. Feige's more spread out. The truth is, as Marvel goes on and Kevin Feige starts to amass ownership of half of the film in general, he's more spread out. So, I mean, obviously we know that. We know that Feige has final cut, final cut authority. He's got all that. But it's just kind of funny how he says like Feige is way more involved when it comes to the editing process. And then when it came to Warner Brothers, not so much. Like I said, unless your name rhymes with Jack Fighter, yeah, then maybe they a little more hands-on. They rip your movie apart. But hey, hopefully when it comes to other stuff, said Gunn gave a recent example with Joker, which is totally a different type of movie, along with Matt Reeves' upcoming The Batman. These are two completely isolated franchises, which Gunn appreciates. And then he said right here, quote, the fact that they did Joker, which is a totally different type of movie, that to me is cool. I'm very excited about Matt Reeves' movie, of course, Batman. They're getting some really good filmmakers involved. They're always going to be hit or miss. I just don't want them to get boring. Talking about that boring stuff again. Careful, Matt. Careful. But yeah, he just doesn't want them to be boring, to get boring. And I respect that. I mean, obviously, not everything's going to be a winner. But at the same time, it's like, let's just really hope that Warner Brothers just learns from their past mistakes and let these goddamn filmmakers like do their shit, make their movies, Let's not make a film by committee. I mean, I almost think that, just looking back at Wonder Woman 84, I'm like, I just kind of go, was that more of a film by committee? They wanted something just like completely, different when it came to her character. Hopefully when it comes to Wonder Woman 3, though, let's get back to more of the Amazon stuff and, the more warrior type things, So, but yeah. Hit or miss. That's what we got. But yeah, so there's James Gunn talking about all that. And yeah, let me know what your guys' thoughts are when it comes to all that. And that's the rest of the topics right there today. I know I'm going overtime and getting into, I think Real Anarchy, those guys, Garza and Everett's will be, they're on right now, I believe. So let's go to the Twitter questions, though, and I'll answer those real quick. And then I'll probably shoot a vlog. I'm thinking shoot a vlog for you members. So look for a members-only vlog. If you haven't become a member, hit that join button. Become a member. And you'll get that members-only vlog right there. I don't need the audio shared. All right. So there we go. Just got a few questions right here. Eric. Hey, Dave. Won't be there tonight, hanging in with the family. Well, that's good, but I thought I saw you earlier today. Dave, show the pops that Scott just sent in the group chat. Uh-oh. Okay. I'll get to that as soon as I get done with these questions. Now, Spidey No Way Home has potential to lead to the amazing Spidey 3, maybe even Toby's Spidey 4 if he and true MJ are so inclined. I don't think they'll go that far with it. Flash could lead to more Keaton Bat. That is definitely happening. No limits to the multiverse, but Snyderverse, yeah, I know, right? That's what sucks about it. It's like, can't we have it all? Can't we have it all? But it will be interesting to see what they do with Andrew and Toby's Spidey. I mean, like I said, what I gathered is, the only way Keaton was going to get involved was the fact that he was going to get a multi-picture, wasn't going to be just one time. All right, Carrie. Hey, Dave. Emmerich really wanted Gunn to direct Superman. Yeah, I remember hearing there was also that interview where apparently Emmerich was like, yeah, James Gunn, Superman. James Gunn, Superman. Still trying to chase the MCU's success. Once Zaslav and Discovery fully take over, do you think he will knock off that stupid agenda and create a DC Studios that can function with planning and efficiency like Marvel? Yes. We talked about that on last Friday's vodka stream. It's just, and then I think other people have had the discussion too when it comes to Discovery and Zaslav. They see what's working, they see what's not. And the fact that we've seen that Toby Emmerich, that article that talked about him possibly moving over to Netflix and stuff like that. Yeah, they're going to, when the merger finally happens, who goes first? It's the top people that lose their spots. Ryan, I still can't get over Gunn wearing 2 masks when you know he's got the double jab. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. That image yesterday that I showed, the wrap up of Peacemaker, he was wearing 2 masks and nobody else in the picture was wearing a mask, and he's gotten the vaccine. It's like, come on, dude. We get it. I think that's why his hair turned white. I think James Gunn was like deathly afraid of COVID. So I think that's what turned his hair like fucking either that or people were really, he was worried about what was what was on his phone when it came to pictures. Anyways, Jordan, hey Dave, with what we're getting in Spider-Man No Way Home and Doctor Strange 2 being old school Sam Raimi horror, Phase 4 is really going to be so different, and that's why Kevin Feige is the king of Hollywood. Well, let's hope he wasn't working well with Scott Derrickson, that's for sure, but hopefully, yes. I mean, when Sam Raimi got picked to direct Doctor Strange 2, we all got excited, and yes, and hopefully that it all works out because it didn't work out with Scott Derrickson, but you never know where Scott Derrickson. Maybe Scott Derrickson wanted to go a little too dark. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, according to Elizabeth Olsen too, I think she recently even said that it's 90s Raimi. And then when you think about that though, it's like Raimi, yeah, he can get dark, but he can inject a good amount of comedy within the horror. That's what he was really good at. If you watch the Evil Dead trilogy, he was really good at doing that. I mean, when it comes to the first Evil Dead, I mean, that was like his first movie ever, and he wasn't really trying to go for the comedy factor. But then, of course, with Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, he was really injecting that humor into the horror of it all. So, Brad. So, it'd be a few years before we'd actually see Justice League 2 and 3, even if they were to greenlit tomorrow. Yes. If they were to greenlight it tomorrow, it probably wouldn't come out for another 2.5 years. Maybe even 3. Knowing that, which do you think would be better in the internment? First, Deathstroke or Ben's Batman, if he decides to do it. I think Ben's Batman I would hope that Ben's Batman would come first, but then at the same time, obviously Deathstroke would be an origin story, so maybe do that first, and that would lead into, of course, Ben's Batman. So I don't know. That could be the way to go right there. Michael, any theories on what is causing the aging in the trailer for Old? Yeah, I don't know. They're probably in some weird time warp thing. It's going to be, it's M. Night Shyamalan, so it's going to be, what a twist! It's going to be some kind of crazy twist, so not too sure. It's probably just going to be, I don't know, try to get in Shyamalan's. It just could be a beach that, I don't know. But then, you know what I hate about trailers? They always say, like, there's a reason why we're all here. You always hear that in a trailer. And sometimes that line is never uttered in the actual movie. So, then we got Macro Man. What are you looking forward to in Titan Season 3? Personally, I'm looking forward to Tim Drake becoming Robin, Blackfire story, and probably Barbara Gordon Batgirl flashbacks. Didn't think about that. Hopefully we get some Batgirl flashbacks. That'd be pretty sweet. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to how they approach the Red Hood story. Probably mainly. So, and then it said DC fans after watching Loki finale. No, that's not. No. I know. I saw this tweet too, and a lot of people were like calling the guy out, dogpiling on him. It's like, shut up. But then again, I saw some people kind of like, getting on board. And when it comes to the whole multiverse thing, Edward, hey Dave, DC better get their crap together. I mean, Marvel getting all the good attention that it almost made me forget the Suicide Squad is close to being released after I saw the new promotional video from today. Cheers. I know. I mean, that's what sucks. That's what sucks about this whole thing. It's like, but okay. So here's what was shared with me when it comes to Funko Pops. Ooh, look at this. All right, so this is what Meg was just talking about right now when she said share that. So look what we got here. Oh, look at that. And then we got Stargirl, and then we got Nubia, then we got Dr. Fate right there. Yeah, I'm gonna get that Batman. Because, I'm trying to get all the Batmans I can. I mean, I've only got like a 1/24 of all the Batman pops, but yeah. Vinyl figure right there, man. And I will take it out of the box. Just kidding. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. You free the pops. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So you're going to get them all. Yeah, the Dr. Fate looks pretty good. Stargirl, I never really got into it, so I probably won't get Stargirl, but what can you do? See? There's still people giving you crap on Twitter, Meg, about not releasing the pops from their boxes, from their prisons. Somebody just tweeted something right now. Something just tweeted, yeah, they got a pretty good collection too. A lot of Game of Thrones. But you got to free the pops. Free the pops. So, isn't weird how King Shark looks better? Yeah, some people actually, I mean, he doesn't look as... He kind of looks a little more goofy. You know, when it comes to the Suicide Squad, another thing I saw some people too is like, there's like a scene where Harley is like by herself, but she's going to take on somebody. And she's like, there's people making us think that she was like, that she's used as an object or something. I remember I saw that. I'm like, man, there's some people that'll just use any excuse to just throw shade at the movie, which, you know, what could he do? That's what fandom does. But I'm going, well, Harley Quinn it's all a big setup. She's going to kill the guy that, you know, was her dude or whatever the hell. So I don't know I don't know. There, you know, fandom gets a little ridiculous at sometimes, but what can you do? Yeah. Some people, yeah, CW, King Shark. You know, when it comes to the Suicide Squad, King Shark, I like the fact that it's voiced by, hey, yo. But then, you know, I don't know. He looks a little goofy, but at the same time, did they want to do the same thing as it is kind of weird though. Yeah. I'm not too fully excited about it, to be honest, when it comes to King Shark. I'm more looking forward to, you know, Harley and Bloodsport and seeing those, you know, those guys. King Shark, I almost forget that he's actually in there. I'm not going to lie. I almost forget. I'm like, oh yeah, King Shark's part of this. Because I'm just, you know, after seeing the trailer, stuff like that, I'm just, all right. Really honestly not too hyped about his character, but I know he's going to, you know, be dealing with a lot of stuff, a lot of gory scenes and stuff like that. So hopefully that does win me over a little bit, but at the same time, I'm more curious about, you know, the other characters and how they survive or who dies and seeing where Harley ends up and see who else like shows up that we didn't expect or something like that. So any King Shark slander gets you banned. You can't ban me, Jose. I'm just saying, not that excited about it, even though I like the fact that that's right. I voiced the shark. That's right. So I'll probably get the Funko Pop. I mean, I know he's like waving and holding his hand up, but anything. Anyways, guys, all right, time to wrap it up. And I appreciate you guys, of course, clicking in as per usual. And like I said, we got Real Anarchy, you know, Garza and Everett's. They should be on right now. So go head over there and listen to those guys chat it up, do all that. And then, of course, hit that like, thumbs up before you leave. Hit that like, thumbs up. And then, of course, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm doing this stuff. Hit the join button if you want to get the members-only little vloggies that I do. And then, of course, yeah, I'll do something. Maybe, you know, trying to think if I got some stuff, like a little tea I can give you guys. If you want to help out the pirate ship big time, though, join the Patreon. I surely would appreciate that. You can, you know, we do a Patreon stream once a month and all that. And then, of course, merchandise down below, shirts, all that stuff. All right, guys. Yeah, it's Wednesday, so obviously no show tomorrow. I'll see you Friday with the vodka stream. Like I said, you patrons, I'll let you know once I verify and make sure my guest is going to make it. I'll definitely let you guys know. But yeah, I'll see you guys Friday. Talk to you later.